God has no body. So he required a mouth who can say to Arjuna. Arjuna cannot, I will say, hear anything other than the two of the ears. There was only one thing, that was ears. So the message, Arjuna was not responding to the call of God. God wanted to establish justice. न्यायार्थ अपने बंधु को भी दंड देना धर्म है. He wanted to establish in the world that there should be justice. And for the sake of justice, in those days there was no high court, no supreme court, no lower court. There were no chief justice or judge or anybody or magistrate. In those days only the king was the chief justice also. People were coming with the grievances and raising their grievances before the king. And the king will call the person against whom there is a complaint. And then he will listen to both sides and then make his judgment, pass the judgment. He was awarding justice. He was awarding justice and he was awarding punishment. If anybody was unjust, he was punished by the king. So king was not only a king, not only the ruler, but king was also the judge and the chief justice. He was the final judge. There were no other courts. So, but if the king himself becomes unjust, then what to do? Who will do the justice? He is the final authority. He commits injustice. So there was no other alternative. God decided that he should be killed. He should be destroyed. But he was very powerful. He had, this battle when it started, 11 Akshoni Sena. I don't know what is the Akshoni. Some people say it is maybe in thousands, it may be in lakhs, it may be in millions. Every Akshoni may be 1 million or 2 million. But anyway, there were 11 Akshoni Sena, that means soldiers, with the Duryodhana, who was a bad king. And Arjuna, who was the right person, who was the brother of Duryodhana. So there were the 5 Pandavas who were the brothers, because they were the sons of 2 fathers who were the brothers, and they were 2 fathers were the son of 1 father. So they were the children. So the whole kingdom belonged to that grandfather. It should have been divided into 2, because there were 2 sons of the grandfather. Whose sons were these? One was Kauravas, one was Pandavas. So the whole property of the kingdom should have been divided half and half. But what happened? This Duryodhana took over the reins of entire kingdom and did not part with the half of the kingdom with the Pandavas. He was doing injustice. The question is, if the king himself is doing injustice and there is no court, no Supreme Court, no High Court, what to do? So then God decided that the only way is to kill them, because society must be established on the basis of only justice. If the king is unjust, his ministers will become unjust. If his ministers are unjust, then his officers will become unjust. If the king is unjust, his family members will become unjust. If the king is unjust, the ruffians in the society and the strong ones in the society, they will become unjust, and the whole society will collapse. So God wanted the society, the structure of society, to run properly, and for that God created this war, Mahabharata war, was created by God himself. And in Mahabharata, he found out Krishna, who was the purest soul of the time. So through Krishna, he requested Krishna, asked Krishna to convince this Arjuna. And Arjuna was asking so many questions which were finally answered by God through Krishna. So Krishna was a medium. You can say it is like a flute. Somebody is singing a song and your listener is the of the music is somebody else. So he was the singing song god, and listener was Arjuna, and Krishna was a flute. Through the flute, or maybe you may call it bamboo, it was the voice was coming from God. So it was the pure soul of Krishna through which this message of God appeared, and Arjuna got it. So dear children, this is not a message written by Krishna. This book is not given by Krishna. This book is written by Vyasji, Maharishi Vyas, and this book is not I will say Maharishi Vyas creation. Nahi. This book is a creation of God Himself. The words that are uttered by God are the words of God. So there are two kinds of words. One the Arjuna said, and one the answer came from God. So all the answers that God has given in Bhagavad Gita, they are not from Krishna, but they are from God. Now there are so many things to be known about it. It came in Sanskrit. It was translated into many languages. It spread all over the world. This is the message not from Krishna, the message of God. God belongs to the whole of humanity. This is not the message for Hindus. Unfortunately, out of ignorance, Hindus believe that Gita is for them. Gita is the book, Hindu book. No, nothing to do with Hindu or Muslim or Christian or Buddhist. There were no caste at that time, 5,000 years ago. There were no Muslims, there were no Christians, there were no Buddhists. There were no caste. It was the humanity. 5,000 years ago, no caste was there. Buddha himself was born 2,500 years ago. So at the time of Krishna, there was no Buddhism. At the time of Krishna, 5,000 years ago, there was no Jesus, no Bible, no Christianity. Well, Bible was, Jesus was born 2,000 years ago. There were no Muslim. Because Muhammad was born 1,400 years ago. So this Holy Quran has come 1,400 years ago. At the time of Krishna, there was no Islam. Or there was no Sikh religion. The Sikh religion came 550 years ago. So at the time of Krishna, there was no Sikh religion or no Bahai religion. So absolutely the message which has come from God is for the whole of humanity. So one thing that we must know, because you are a student of a good school, a school which is the lighthouse of society. Every child must know these secrets because you are going ahead in life, especially you are all senior students. And many of you are in the second year, so you will be leaving just after a few months. This is a very important message. Remember it, do not take it lightly. This will help you in your life, that this message is not for Hindus. Out of ignorance, Hindus feel that Gita is for Hindus. Muslim, Christian, Buddhist feel it is for Hindus. Our book is Bible. Our book is Holy Quran. But Gita is not for us. This is ignorance. Gita is for the whole of humanity, not for any particular class of people. So this was the book which, the message came from God Himself. It was enlightenment which came. Krishna was not educated so that he can write that book. No manifestation written these books. These books are revealed books. And all the revealed books of God are unerring and collected wisdom that is sent by one God as required from age to age to open the mental locks of mankind and to cure the maladies of the age. So what is Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavad Gita is the first book available at the disposal of mankind in this world. There was no book available before that, before Bhagavad Gita. Any revealed book is not available. So this book is unerring because it is not written by a man. This book is unerring because it has been revealed by God. It is the word of God, of words of God. All the answers are from God, not by Krishna, not by mortal man. Krishna took birth and he died. All these manifestations of God took birth and they died. But God never takes birth. God never dies. So these are the words from some power which we call him by name, God, Allah, Ishwar, whatever name we say, Vaheguru. Guru. They are the different names. We have kept these names. The people who know the language, they have kept the name. They must found out in their heart, there must be some power behind us, above us. And they realized inside their heart that there is a power and they wanted to just pray him. To pray him, they found out some word. For every language, the name is different. In Hindi it is said, Bhagwan, Ishwar. Arabi mein, they say Rab. English mein, they say God. Likewise, in German, French, Russian, Spanish, in every language, there is a name given to God. Who gave this name? The people who are knowing that language. They coined a name. So the names have been coined by us, not by God, because God has no mother or father. Names are kept by mother or father. He has never taken birth. He never dies. न वो जन्म लेता है न कभी मरता। जब जन्म ही नहीं हुआ तो नाम कौन रखे उसका? He has never taken birth. He never dies. He is eternal soul, omnipotent. So dear children, knowing God, knowing that entity which has sent all these manifestations of God, which has sent all these holy books, is it easy to know him? No. The only way to know him means know his thoughts, know his ideas, know the teachings of God. These are the books which contain teachings of one God. They are all unerring and collected wisdom. For man, God has collected all the wisdom of the past since the day one when God created this earth till the date God revealed his words to any manifestation of God. Till that time, all the wisdom he has collected and given to the man for his benefit. So the man can become wise, obey the teachings of God, know the wisdom of these words and get benefited. The only benefit you can accrue is through the words of God. If you want to be successful in life, if you want to be happy, healthy, prosperous, the only way is one, that is turn to the teachings of God. These are the teachings. They guide you what to do and what not to do. And that is the right way of living. So knowing God means knowing the teachings of God. And then loving God means obeying the teachings of God. Obey the teachings of God. The only way to love God is to obey His teachings, the teachings which have been enshrined in Bhagavad Gita, in Tripatak, in Bible, in Holy Quran, in Guru Granth Sahib, in Kitab Ekdas, in Kitab Avesta. So these are the books not written by these manifestations of God. These are the books revealed by God to these purest souls of their time. These are the books which are for the whole of humanity. Bible is not for Christians, it is for the whole of humanity. Quran is not for the Muslims, it is for the whole of humanity. Guru Granth Sahib is not for the Sikh, it is for the whole of humanity. All these books are for whole of humanity. All these books are collected except the Ramayana. Ramayana has been written by Tulsidas, a saint. It is not a revealed book. Ram was not given any book. Krishna was revealed a book. Krishna is called Purna Avatar, full manifestation of God. Ram is called Ardha Avatar, half manifestation of God, because he was a manifestation of God, but half, because he did not get a book. 7,500 years ago, when Lord Ram took birth, he got the message from God to make the people righteous, Maryadit, and he created that feeling of Maryada in the minds of the people of the whole world. And he was called Maryada Purushottam Bhagavan Shri Ram. He created Maryada. मानव की मर्यादा है। राम के पिता ने दशरथ ने वचन तो दिया अपनी पत्नी को कैकेयी को, तो 2 बार कोई भी मांग सकती है उनकी कैकेयी, और जब मांग लिए एक बार में कि भरत को गद्दी दे दी जाए और राम को वनवास, तब दशरथ तड़पने लगे, रोने लगे, समझाने लगे कि ये तुमने क्या कर डाला, ये तुम्हें नहीं मांगनी चाहिए। राम ने निर्णय किया कि हम जाएंगे वन को, क्योंकि पिता ने वचन दिए हैं। यदि पिता अपने वचन का पालन नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, अमर्यादित हो गए हैं, तो मैं मर्यादा अपने घर की भंग नहीं करूंगा, अपने परिवार की। पिता का वचन दिया है, मैं उसका पालन करूंगा, और वो वन को चले गए 14 वर्ष के लिए। तो प्यारे बच्चों, राम एक अवतार थे, महान अवतार, लेकिन अर्ध अवतार माने जाते हैं, इसलिए उन्हें कोई बुक नहीं मिली। उनके महान जीवन पर तुलसीदास जी ने, जो राम की मृत्यु के 7,000 वर्ष के बाद, यानी आज से 500 वर्ष पूर्व तुलसीदास जी का जन्म हुआ, तब उन्होंने पुस्तक लिखी। उन्होंने चारों तरफ महिमा सुनी राम की, उनकी गाथाएं सुनी, उनके गीत सुने, उनके बारे में चर्चाएं सुनी, उनकी उत्सुकता बढ़ती चली गई। वो गांव-गांव में गली गली घूमते, लोगों से मिलते और पूछते कि राम के बारे में और कुछ बताइए, वो नोट कर लेते। और अंत में उतने प्रभावित हुए कि उन्होंने छंद और दोहे लिखकर पूरी रामायण तैयार कर दी। तो रामायण तुलसीदास जी की लिखी वाणी है, ये अनर्निंग नहीं हो सकती है, तो त्रुटि भी हो सकती है। गीता में नहीं हो सकती त्रुटि, कुरान में नहीं हो सकती, बाइबल में नहीं हो सकती, गुरु ग्रंथ साहब में नहीं हो सकती, त्रिपिटक में नहीं हो सकती, क्योंकि रिवील्ड है। ये किसी अवतार के वर्ष नहीं है। अवतार तो जन्म लेता है, मर भी जाता है। संत तो जन्म लेते हैं, संत तो मर भी जाते हैं। न संत की वाणी नहीं है ये रिवील्ड वर्ड्स, लेकिन रामायण संत की वाणी है, और संत गलती कर सकता है। उसमें एक रामायण में हर चीज गीता के अनुसार है।
यह थे सिटी मॉन्टेसोरी स्कूल के संस्थापक प्रबंधक एवं प्रख्यात शिक्षाविद डॉक्टर जगदीश गांधी, जिनका मानना है आज मानव जाति को जय जगत के नारे को बुलंद करने की आवश्यकता है तथा विश्व में वास्तविक शांति लाने के लिए बच्चे ही सबसे सशक्त माध्यम हैं। डॉक्टर गांधी द्वारा शिक्षाप्रद आध्यात्मिक बातें इन प्रतिष्ठित चैनलों द्वारा नित्य प्रसारित की जाती हैं तथा रोजाना उनके विचार CMS FM रेडियो 90.4 मेगाहर्ट्ज से भी प्रसारित किए जाते हैं। छात्रों, शिक्षकों व अभिभावकों के मार्गदर्शन हेतु डॉक्टर जगदीश गांधी द्वारा लिखित पुस्तकें साहित्य भारती इंटरनेशनल, न्यूमन ग्रुप, 4C अंसारी रोड, दरियागंज, नई दिल्ली 110002 से प्राप्त की जा सकती हैं। To heal the world with the power of Jai Jagat, City Montessori School since 1959 has been actively working to construct the defenses of peace in the minds of students, for which CMS in the year 2002 was awarded with the UNESCO Prize for Peace Education. A Guinness World Record holder for being the largest city school in terms of number of students enrolled. CMS education revolves around the twin poles of godliness and globalism through 4 pillars of education, namely universal values, excellence in all things, global understanding, and service to humanity. It is no wonder that City Montessori School's Gomti Nagar first campus has been awarded first prize for academic reputation at all India level by the Education World magazine in its India School Rankings of 2015. It is also awarded first prize for being the best co-ed school in Lucknow as well as in Uttar Pradesh. CMS founder Dr. Jagdish Gandhi has been motivating parents and generations of good and smart children through holding special prayer assemblies and divine education conferences.
That's indeed very informative. Does any one of you wish to add something to what the Italian delegate has just said? Member nations, please raise the placards. The member nation from Germany seems keen to put forth her views. Member nation Germany, you are recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The German Renaissance, a part of Northern Renaissance, was a cultural and artistic movement which spread among the German thinkers in 15th and 16th centuries. It developed from Italian Renaissance. One of the most important German humanists was Konrad Keltis, who was heavily influenced by Tacitus. He used Germania to introduce German history and geography. Eventually, he devoted his time to poetry in which he praised Germany in Latin. Thank you.
That the guest speaker from City Montessori School, Lucknow, India, has imprinted in the area of education. I am sure the world of education is immensely profiting by it.
Yes, indeed. The information from the guest speaker from India gave us tremendous hope and confidence that one day the world will become one.
I endorse your comments, sir. We all agree that quality education can enable a student to become a self-motivated agent of social change. And a true renaissance is not very far to be achieved by the generation next. The proceedings of the World Parliament have come to an end. Let us take a resolution that we will double our efforts to enhance and celebrate the true spirit of Renaissance. If you all agree, thump the table thrice. Now this resolution is passed with majority. The Parliament is adjourned till 28th August 2018, the next Odyssey International.
Beautiful, that deserves a thunderous applaud. It was a treat, not just to our eyes, but food for our thoughts too. Very alluring and very powerful.
Call me up, because you know I'll be there. I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. Oh, I'm gonna give it away. I want the world to know just how I
life came forth and gave birth to the earth. Life defined our earth. A planet, a world, and a living sphere, unlike the others of its cohort. Out of the womb of eternity came the symphonic hum of uncountable atoms and molecules.
World citizen. During the Renaissance, writers began to work in the languages of their own people. The study of literature fired the soul and imagination of that time and created a new kind of intellectual and aesthetic culture. Thus, there was a new flash of lightning in every sphere of life. This dazzling aura purified the whole image of Elizabethan literary lotus, and all were drenched in the perfumed showers of the Renaissance ethos. As a result, masks, mimes, drama, fantasy, music, allegory, and numerous literary fields erupted from the Renaissance spirit. May this spirit of Renaissance bless and benefit the whole world. Amen.
I am North America. The Renaissance had a profound influence on the course of the development of Northern American society, culture, and artistic expression. Renaissance influenced the new writers who sought to break with the tradition and present a more realistic version of life. American writers used language both to create art and respond to a call for change. Literature in the United States today is likewise dazzlingly diverse, exciting, and evolving. So I pray for the happiness of the people of North America. May unity be in North America. May unity prevail on earth.
शिक्षात्मक सांस्कृतिक कार्यक्रम एवं चिंतन हेतु विश्व एकता सत्संग में आप सभी सपरिवार सादर आमंत्रित हैं।